So it was much more than stopping gambling for me, Gordon Moody. It was 100% help and support for me. And it was the place that, I don't say lightly, saved my life. It turned me into a man. And it's opened lots of doors since turning, my life around. I ended up volunteering there for about 18 months, which I absolutely loved. I met some fantastic people whilst I was on the programme, people from all different walks of life, all different religions, from all different types of backgrounds, all different skin colours, everything, every kind of person that I met in there, but we'd all ruined our life because of gambling. And volunteering, I absolutely loved it. I do think there's a massive place for lived experience. I don't think it replaces therapeutic and therapy because, I think it adds to it, and that's important to say that. And I volunteered there for 18 months, and it was then I thought I really want to, give something back and go into that field, and never really brought it up today. I remember sitting down with Lawrence in the office and saying I'd love to go into this field and do something. And he gave me some really constructive advice as well. And it was around this time that I was going back to Bolton much more and trying to rebuild my life there. I'd relocated in Stourbridge, and I kept going back to Bolton and hearing about a friend that was struggling. And I kept asking questions and being quite direct to this friend. And that friend was Liam, who was suffering with a drug addiction, who I met in first year at school. If I'd not been to Gordon Moody, Liam's behaviour would have never horrified me. I would have never been able to step in and ask questions when I did. And Liam often describes that as life-saving, but that's what Gordon Moody gave me as well, the tools to step in and see warning signs in other people. And Liam eventually went to rehab. He'd relapsed when he left rehab, and there was a plan that he was going to come down to Stourbridge and move with me. So I had a one-bedroom flat at the time. Liam actually lived on my living room floor in a blow-up bed, and we started to have many late-night brews and talking about school and where it all went wrong. And we thought, do you know what, there's something in this. And that's where the first time we started to talk about Wise Up. Liam was in his early days of recovery, so we had to make sure he established a recovery. And I went away and was, pushing Wise Up in a lot of areas. And the first time that I ever did public speaking was at the Houses of Parliament at the Stakeholders event. And I stood up and told everyone about this great organisation that me and my friend had got. And we'd not even done one presentation. So as a lot of gambling addicts do, I was still a bit of a fibber then. But I remember being stood up that day and talking about this organisation that me and my friend had set up. And 4 years later, we've spoken to over 45,000 people face-to-face, probably double that online. We work in lots of different sectors within education, from kids ages 11 going up to 16. Work with colleges, work with lots of great businesses. We've got a partnership with British Aerospace. Work with AO, AXA, Warburton's. I do a lot of work in professional sport. We're actually announcing a partnership with my hometown club today, which is Bolton Wanderers, because they're one of the first clubs that are stopping all gambling in the ground, and we're going to partner with them on that. And this was all set up from a blow-up bed in Stourbridge with me and my friend, who were both, turning our lives around from addiction. So that's the driving force of Wise Up, lived experience. We're passionate. I didn't think I was going to cry today, but, every time I do speak, I try and not do it from a script, and it catches you in some places sometimes and affects you in others. But I believe it's raw, real, and it's tiring as well. I've got to look after myself at times. I'm still in recovery, but I try and do that. And I've also got another friend in recovery, and now we've got a number of different speakers with lived experience. And on that, we're going to be announcing a partnership with Gordon Moody. We're going to be doing stuff on the programme, delivering some sessions there, and working with the outreach team as a bolt-on to already the fantastic support that's already there. We're really conscious that Gordon Moody is changing at a rapid pace. We want to come in and complement that and add to that. And it's needed. gambling's the fastest growing addiction in the UK. It's got the highest rate of suicide. And if we don't change, there are going to be more people dying, and it's simple as that.